So we have ourselves a completely blank page here. So let's solve that. Let's first go into our body here and let's just type something, hello world. Okay? And if I simply, I guess I have to actually make a paragraph for this to show up, don't I? Well, in that case, paragraph. Yep, there we go, now it showed up. But you see it's outside my paragraph, so let me... So, hello, world. So, P is the start of my paragraph. This /P is the end of my paragraph. So I now have myself a grand total of one paragraph called Hello World. And if I were to publish this, I could just update this published version, publishing, 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 and now I go there, check it out, and that's what my web page is. It's just a page that says Hello World. Now, there's many things I can wind up doing to this. For example, I can make this bold instead. Now, how do you think I would make this bold? Well, if P is for paragraph, what do you think bold is? Well, I just make a B. And this time I'll do Hello World. And now if you'll notice, I'll hit publish again here, update published version. Click it. I have one that says Hello World. Oh, I forgot to hit a D. But there's one in bold, and there's one not in bold. Why? Because I have Hello World in bold, and then one that's not in bold. Let me just refresh that. There it goes. Yeah, if you need to, just hit this little refresh page. It'll refresh what you did over here. So we got Hello World and Hello World. So if B is bold and P is paragraph, what do you think italics is? Oh, well, you're in a lucky guess if you guessed I, because you're paying attention. So that's, Hello World again. And you know what? I'll just, hit the refresh button. Now, come on, refresh again. There we go. Take it a little while to think about it sometimes. So I got Hello World, Hello World, Hello World. One is in italics, one's in bold, one's in normal. But you know what? What if I wanted something in bold and italics? Can I just simply do BI? Oh, I can do BI. What does BI mean? Let's refresh. BI does not do what you think it does. See? Because if we look right here, it's just in normal. And that's the one right here. If I highlight this, that's the one that it is. See? If I highlight over here, let's highlight over that. Yep. If I highlight this guy, oh, it's not going to highlight him. Okay, well, the program is being a little bit of a finicky right now for me. But if you see that this Hello World comes before the Hello World that's italicized, you see that it's actually not bolded and italicized at all. That's because BI does not actually do anything. So, we're going to have to bold it. And we're also going to have to italicize it. So, now already you can see this is getting a little bit complicated, right? This is getting really complicated. So, but let me go Hello World. Let me refresh this. I should have a B in a B and an I inside an I. So I should have this being both bolded and italicized here. And yes, if I refresh it, this one that has start, so look at it this way. We have a paragraph. We are starting an I, so we're starting italics, and then we're starting a bold. So therefore, anything is now bolded and italics. Hello World. Hello World is bolded and italiced. And then we're ending the bold and ending the italics. So therefore, everything in between both of these, only that will be bolded and italiced. Then we start in italics, and there's Hello World. And we ended the italics. And therefore, yep, there's the start of our italics, there's the end of our italics. Same with bold. Starting a bold, ending a bold. And then, of course, we have one that's just completely normal in our normal paragraph format. So, but already, we've got a lot of stuff here that we really have a, it's all one big long line and it's kind of hard to read. Why don't I just break this up? Why don't I just, hit enter? And now I'll just hit enter again, and now I'll just hit enter again. And theoretically, oh, that doesn't do what I think it should do, right? It doesn't matter how many times I hit enter in here. If you'll notice, on the right-hand side, it's not jumping onto the next line. See, the enter button in this program is entirely for you. It is entirely for you to be able to see what it is you're trying to do. If you want to actually physically make an enter, like make it jump onto the next line, you have to do BR for break. And so now when I hit refresh, it jumped to the next line. And I'd have to do the same thing here. BR. BR. And now, when I hit refresh, you'll see that after Hello World, after it ended the italics and whatnot, it broke. After I ended the italics here, it broke again. Ended the bold here, it broke again. So now my paragraph has this little part right here, these breaks, to make simple things jump down another line. And of course I could make another break as well. I could do another break again. Hit refresh. Oh, come on. You know what you need to do. Refresh. There it goes. And now it jumped 2 spaces because I have 2 breaks right there. So, and of course if I want to make another one, do a 3rd break. Oh, come on, do a 3rd break. There it goes, it made a 3rd break. I think it's just taking a little bit while for the cloud to work right now. It's a couple of seconds behind from saving and then refreshing. But you'll see now there's 1 break, 2 break, 3 breaks until the next line because I put 1, 2, 3 in. And of course I can do the same thing inside the middle of words as well. So I've got, let me give it a few seconds to save. There we go. So now hello world, because there's now a break in the middle of that. So you can now make yourselves paragraphs, and of course start a paragraph, end a paragraph. And you can make a paragraph, with little indents, well, not indents, with breaks, and you can make it bold and italics and whatnot. You could also theoretically do this with sizing of the letters if you want to make one size of the letter bigger or smaller or whatnot. We'll get into that in the next video, because I think there's enough right here just for bolding and italicizing for you guys to wrap your head around in a little bit. Once you're nice and, comfortable with this understanding of this code of what's happening right here, move on to the next video.